The title of this video is blowing my mind. It's like, man, you ain't learned your lesson. Welcome back to the channel again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much for coming over. Fantastic hip hop channel. That's where we're at. Title says how Drake just tried to start round 2 versus Kendrick and already lost. Now look, I mean, the Super Bowl, we always talked about so many videos and the beef and how Kendrick did this and said that, and it was like, oh, that's a nail in the coffin. The Super Bowl, like that's it. Ain't no coming back from that. Because you did it on a stage so big. The whole Say Drake with the laughing face, oh man, it is over, definitely. So we gonna check this out because I just want to know what the hell he's trying to do now. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Now, when it comes to Drake, Lawbreeze and Gentlegrams, despite the fact that we are now well into an era
Lawbreeze and Gentlegrams? Oh! Yo, man. Oh my goodness.
Now, when it comes to Drake, Lawbreeze and Gentlegrams, despite the fact that we are now well into an era where Kendrick Lamar has been in control of everything, from paperwork to post, Drake is still trying to do everything he possibly can to get any control of rap music back, and more than ever in this moment, while great rappers who love the craft of making music are breaking records and Kendrick Lamar is just leveling up more and more at the very top of that, Drake, academics, and all of the other people who are a part of that clown show on the other side of hip-hop have been planning a new effort to push themselves at the forefront like we have never seen. And with what these guys are about to do, what is clear is that we are about to see an effort to take down Kendrick Lamar and discredit every genre-altering move he has made over the last year like we have never seen before. And with what Drake has up his sleeve now, what is going to be certain is that over everything else, this entire side of hip-hop is about to do the most annoying thing that they ever have. And now, before we go any further into all of this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as we are about to see one of the most pivotal times happen when it comes to how hip-hop is going to look for the foreseeable future, it has never been more important to leave that like. And so now, with that said, when it comes to Drake, why exactly in this time we are about to see the most calculated and loud effort from him and everybody around him to take down Kendrick Lamar is due to the fact that currently within hip-hop itself, something that's a little different for the biggest loser in the genre is that currently, as he is facing so much backlash that is only getting worse and worse with each awful move he makes. For the first time in this downfall for the ages, there is another rapper who is getting so much backlash himself, and of course none other than Kanye. And now with Drake and Ye, well, Ye is still rambling about Drake, and it seems like they are not on the best terms by any means. When we look at Drake and this new effort him and his guys are about to make within a way like we have never seen before to take down Kendrick Lamar, believe it or not, Ye is the key to this all for them, and something behind the scenes is being directly established as we speak between these two former rivals who are so desperate for any sort of win they can get. And really, when it comes to the desperation of these two, they are now teaming up because no matter how they feel about each other, they are both more livid and have more beef with Kendrick Lamar than they have ever had with one another, because for their own reasons, Kendrick represents the thing that they despise more than anything, and as Ye has made this very clear with so many different things that he has said to this point, whether he realized it or not in the moment, Ye turned into Drake's most important connection in this time because his comments have been fueling people like Ak and his team to push sentiments that ultimately are in place to try and take down Kendrick, which is therefore giving Drake and his goals a louder and louder voice, and his fans are really appointing Ye as a genius.
I don't be on Twitter like that. I don't. Thankfully, because it is wild over there. I don't personally have an issue with Kendrick, probably would not, but oh, I remember this from that other video I seen. Like, don't want big art. Yeah.
For the takes he is making about Kendrick now. And so with this situation, which has now found Ye and Drake on the same team, Ye's comments are doing so much for Drake, and they're not just accidentally supporting him and his goals anymore, because beyond just that, Team Drake is lining up Ye for every single play that they need him for right now. And we are about to see this like we never have, as none other than Drake's biggest cheerleader in Ak is releasing an entire interview with Ye, and with academics doing something
Oh,
like this,
he said, I ain't editing nothing either with a Kanye West. Where you going to have this at? What platform? Because you try to put it on the tube, they may not let you. I just think of drink champs interview with Kanye where he was going off. We gonna see. We gonna see. Shh.
I mean, we know the way he does things. It's clear that he is going to get Ye to say everything he possibly needs to make the loudest statements he can that are going to call out and question Kendrick Lamar and make everybody who is on Team Drake or Team Ye just more angry at him than ever. And with the goal of all of this, and really what's going to end up defining another round of this beef. For Ye and Drake, both their partnership and what they want to get out of this is so beyond music, and I don't think they're going to release anything anytime soon, because even together Drake and Ye have learned that whatever they are putting out cannot keep up with the most recent entries in Kendrick's catalog. And so understanding that, with Ye, Drake, academics, and all of their fans who are angry at everybody because of the places that their artists have ended up in, the goal here is to get Ye to keep saying things like his list of rap kings that Kendrick was not on, or these claims that Kendrick Lamar is this puppet for the industry. And with these takes, which are so clearly rooted in jealousy, they just want to amplify these statements that are trying to chip away at Kendrick Lamar's success in any way possible, and even connect these out.
The downfall of Kanye that's happening right now in front of our eyes. I just don't know if it's wise for anybody to have them on the platform, but to have him on the platform, but it's one of those whole things of bad publicity, can be good because people are going to want to see him crash out. I hate saying that word. I feel like I'm too old for it. I People are going to want to see him get crazy. That's what people want to see is him wilding out. Because I'm saying with all the stuff he's been doing and saying, you don't know what to believe. But I be saying he be saying some crazy stuff with a little truth sprinkled in there. Oh,
Their theories and ideas that people like Ye and Drake both think about Kendrick to even more ridiculous thoughts and narratives. And when you look at the circle of people that is now going to be around Drake and Ye together, from academics who is going to do everything to help Drake and who is already planning on using Ye as the boost that Drake needed in terms of the noise and disruption around Kendrick Lamar's success that they want, to the people who Ye's associating with and all of the other annoying personalities who are obsessed with Drake. Overall, the play being drawn up here is to pretty much assemble the most delusional rappers out right now with the most annoying personalities and creators possible, and then just amplify the narratives that all come back to this idea that Drake and Ye have been manipulated and wronged by the industry, and now they are trying to expose everything and how wronged they have been, and ultimately they want everyone to think that Kendrick Lamar and his success represents the industry winning and their unjust downfalls, and really with the way all of this is going, and from all of the annoying personalities who are going to jump on this narrative and just spread whatever they are saying because they don't like what Kendrick represents, and people just don't want to accept the fact that these guys created their own problems. Ultimately, what is being set up here is about to become one of the most frustrating moments for hip-hop culture and the conversation around it in general. And for both Drake and Ye, it's really starting to seem like this is all going to end up to a point where they are going to be directly connected with a set of brothers who I don't think I even need to mention by name. But if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's somebody who Ye has been with recently, which started a whole problem itself, and who Drake is rumored to be doing an interview with, and who Academics was around recently at an event as well. And between these connections already, Ak, who just brings all of these clowns closer and closer together, and even Aiden Ross, who is going to be another big name within this circle who spreads this delusion and bitterness, and who is going to help all of these people just come together. Overall, with there being two of the biggest rappers ever leading this effort, and ultimately with what they are doing, they are going to...
And see, with people like Aiden has the youth. A lot of these streamers are young. And the people who watch them are, let's say if you got a streamer that's like 24, the people who watch them, a lot, probably like 13, 14 years old. So again, when I talked about the maturity level, the brain developing, they just, I swear, I go places in public and the stuff I hear these young kids say out on the street is the same thing you see in the comment section. Yo, bro, no, that's diabolical. This. You hear all that stuff on the streets. Go out in public and you'll see. And I always tell my wife, I'll be like, these are the dudes that be in the comment sections trolling or whatever. But that's what it is, man. The world is filled with so many trolls, especially in the comment section. And these are the people that get the most attention and stuff. You know, it's like trolls supporting trolls. And people like Aiden, that's it. That's his fan base, man. He'll even call them out sometimes, you know? So definitely by him helping promote whatever is coming up, a lot of these youngsters are going to be like, yeah, those are the ones that they be like, Free Diddy, saying all that crazy stuff.
Drag hip-hop into such a mess. While I don't think all of the noise that they are going to make is going to be able to even slightly challenge the actual results of what Kendrick Lamar and his run are doing and meaning. No matter how you want to put it, as we get closer to Ye.
To the real ones. To the ones that really know what's going on. Our voice have to be louder than theirs. And sometimes it's not. The proof is in the pudding. You know, they just push out all this weird stuff.
Drake teaming up and putting the wildest thoughts together to try and express their anger at Kendrick Lamar in the industry. What we are about to see is one of the most annoying times ever for hip-hop discourse and just for the culture in general, because with just the sheer amount of desperate fans that these guys have, pushing them together under the same sentiments that are all going to be about taking down Kendrick Lamar is going to cause a split in hip-hop more than we have ever seen. And really, as these guys just try and take down everything that Kendrick Lamar has done, and as a result of that, everybody else who's on Kendrick's side with some of the most annoying things we are ever going to see. With all of this, for everybody involved, this effort already reeks of desperation, and I am sure that it's only going to become more apparent that this is the case when Ak actually starts tying Ye with Drake and they start being seen as victims of the same problem in this standoff and beef with Kendrick Lamar. And now, while it's hard to really tell what's going to happen when all of these desperate and unpredictable personalities get together and try to discredit a guy who they are already reaching so far for to just say a few bad things about, what really is going to be the most pivotal and defining aspect of this next chapter we are going to see very soon is both how this is going to directly try and take down what hip-hop has always stood for, and the effects of bringing Drake and Ye and all of these people who represent the worst things in hip-hop and beyond today all together. And really, even greater than that, when we look back at this moment in time and hip-hop fans see how ever since Kendrick Lamar changed the game with Like That, it had so many different effects, what's going to be able to look back on so clear is that in this time where Kendrick Lamar is going to be remembered as a hero for bringing rap back to its roots and just making fans excited about everything again, Drake is not going to be the only guy who is remembered as a villain for just disrespecting hip-hop in every single sense of the word and taking the loss of a rap beef to places we have never seen. But more than ever for Ye, him doing everything that he has against all of the rap game, but specifically to this story, Kendrick Lamar, while at the same time supporting Drake and his ideals and fully linking up with him by now joining people like Ak. Ultimately, there's no other way to say it, but Ye has really solidified his title of being the Anakin Skywalker of hip-hop, because where once this guy was seen as one of the chosen ones and did some of the best things for hip-hop ever with his early work, which both from a topical to a musical perspective pushed everything forward, but really paved the way for so much of what we have seen today no matter how you feel about him now. But currently, with Ye going out the way he has and turning against all the greats and the people who he has worked with, and with him just becoming the very thing that his older self would have spoken out against. I mean, he's the Darth Vader of the rap game, there is no other way to put it, but now with Ye and Ak coming with their interview very soon, and then following that, we are about to see them and Drake come at Kendrick Lamar like we have never seen. We are in line for some more ridiculous moments that are bound to not just fail, as these gimmicks just can't overtake the quality of what Kendrick Lamar is doing, but we are going to see all of the annoyance that these guys are going to bring on the rap game just spiral out into more and more L's, because really, as these guys are doing this, and Kendrick Lamar is just planning on making more moments that are not just standing up for himself, but all of hip-hop culture and the betterment of art and authenticity, with these new chapters for Kendrick and Drake, while it may be different what each artist is actually doing this time around, it really has solidified that no matter what, Kendrick Lamar is going to keep increasing his lead and taking win after win. And for Drake, he is just going to keep losing until his entire career is in a place where he has nothing left to even do ridiculous stuff like we are about to see. And so now with all this said, let me know. What do you think about what's going on with this new effort from Drake to give Kendrick Lamar an L? Do you think it's going to work? And what do you think will happen next? Now, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about all of this. And if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And now, if you want to see how right before this, Drake just made his rap legacy look even worse than ever, as he may have just gotten exposed for never writing a single song, or at least that's a possibility of happening very soon. Check out the suggested video.
The trolls are going to eat it up, spit it out all over the internet, man. When I say the real ones, I'm saying the people who know, who really respect the culture, and real music, man. It's only a few. It's only a few artists out there that are really talking about something, have music with some substance, man. You know, like I said, if you look at the youth and when they be singing these rap, they don't even know what these lyrics are talking about, man. They don't even know. A lot of them never been through nothing in life. They don't really understand the depths of the bars or the non-existent bars. They just, yeah. It's really sad too. It's really sad because, and I ain't even trying to be funny here, but like when you listen to the Whitney Houston song, I believe the children of are the future, teach them well and let them lead the way. You don't want the youth today leading. Hell no. Oh no. Oh no. Because they're being taught by the wrong people. Hey, appreciate y'all coming over and watching. Boy, that thing is gonna definitely blow up the internet when Kanye interviews with Ack. Definitely. All right, peace out.